Hey, how's it, Cowboy Buzz here? How you doing? All right, so yeah, I know I said I was gonna make the, you know, 2 weeks ago I said I was gonna make the videos of the draft and all that. Um, this didn't work out that way. I'll try pump up some videos. Now that I'm kind of re-energized and all that. Uh, I know I want to do a prediction video the night before, the day before the draft, and then I want to do at least three other videos where I videos that I would love the Cowboys to address, and I feel like the Cowboys need to address it as well too, and as well too. So yeah. If I can fit anything in other than that, I'll do it. But if not, then so be it. So I'll talk about the tight end because the tight ends has been kind of like the been most talked about. I know Dalton Kincaid and Michael Mayer has probably been the most talked about going to the Cowboys. I think Michael Mayer now, now that the draft process has gone further down, I think further into it, I think he's getting more hype and probably not gonna be there for the Cowboys and all that. But if you look, man, the way the Titans is being played nowadays, that's because of the rules and the way the game is played. A lot of Titans, some of them has been their number one option, and then featured in their passing game, their number one weapon, featured weapon in the passing game and all that. Now, I'm not saying we should find a guy that is gonna be a guy. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not trying to take away anything from CD or anything like that. But if we can find somebody that can make a huge impact on this team offensive wise, rather than forcing a second wide receiver and everything like that, which get a lot of great corners now. I'm looking for a matchup nightmare. And then like I said with Dalton Kincaid, all his features and all that. Get down the field, athleticism, speed, everything. Very good weapon and all that. Then Michael Mayer, he's the one that Stephen Jones talks about. Everybody pictures him when they talk about, what Stephen Jones is talking about and all that. Yeah. I mean, they nickname him Brave Ground. I think he's, I think Michael Mayer is gonna be that kind of like a running back kind of guy. Like he wears down the defense later on and all that. And the next, when nobody wants to tackle, or people are worn down. Next thing you got CeeDee Lamb coming down, and you know how CeeDee Lamb runs with the ball after. Nobody's gonna want to tackle him. Next, boom, he's gone, and everything like that. So yeah. Anyway, but the five guys I would love to draft though. Sam Laporta is probably my favorite one. This, my pet cat kind of thing. I think he's gonna be a guy that overachieves. On top of that too, Iowa Titans they've been solid. Through the last few years and all that. Um, you know, I think he's gonna give every. I think he does everything. He gets taught the right way how to block in the running game. Um, but then he has enough athleticism to get down the field, and he's a solid catcher and all that. And I think like I said, he's gonna give everything he's got. And I think he's a sleeper. I think nobody talks about him enough, which is good for me. Yeah, because he'd probably be a guy I would jump absolutely out of my chair if we drafted him and all that. Another guy I'll probably jump off the chair for. I just think he's so intriguing. Um, Man, Donnell Washington out of Georgia. Jeez, I mean, if you really want to feature, and I would love to have him when Zeke was still with us because he would make it so much better and everything. Like he's like a six offensive lineman and everything. And it's so funny too about him. If you really need to for a game or for maybe a half a game or whatever, if you had a injury, you could, especially to the tackle position, you could probably fit him in for that. That's how good of a blocker he is, and I feel like that he is anyway. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys do work him out at sometimes at every now and then at at blocking and all that. But I think he has this rare ability for catching. Like he has such a huge catch radius that I think with Dax, every now and then Dax accuracy comes and goes every now and then. I think he would make a huge difference with Dak, like build Dak's confidence up to where and the fans, like you don't have to make the perfect pass. He's there. He's gonna catch. And the thing I like about more than him than Mayer is that I think he has that like that bully attitude where like you know where like he's gonna wear it on the defense as well too and all that. But I think this as far as athleticism and catch radius, man, you Darnell Washington is gonna be a huge problem. Um, Next is I like Josh Wiley from Cincinnati. Josh Wiley, uh, like he's kind of lanky and all that, but then and people say, oh, he maybe can block. You know what? If I have to compare him to a lanky player, like the way I was just watching him play, you know, um, Jay Novacek was never known for his blocking, if but then I just see that long arms of Wiley. If he uses his length and all that as a blocker, like like how Jay Novacek did, like how like he used his reach and got and his quickness to get on his guy before the guy could even realize that he was on him and all that. So it's not like he cannot block. I think if he uses the proper way, I think that was Dalton Schultz in the beginning his problem, and Hendershot they just didn't use their technique the right way. If this kid can do that, which I think he can, he could be But then getting down the field and all that, you know, he could be a guy and all that. And right now I'll say it right now. I think he could really challenge Ferguson for the starting position and everything like that. Next is Payne Durham from Purdue. Like if he was high set on getting Michael Mayer and we don't get him, and if he really wanted that type, Payne Durham is to me very similar to what Michael Mayer is and all that. Not very very strong, very 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 good in the red zone and all that. You know, and a damn good blocker. I just think he's like he's not not maybe as explosive as Michael Mayer, but at the same time you get a lot of similarities with the player. Finally, Davis Allen. Um, some people compare him to Dalton Schultz. I don't see it. I see that he's a better catcher, away from his body and all that. Has more of a catch radius and has a little bit more speed and all that. Their route running is the same, and then probably the breaking of tackles is probably the same as well too. Not the best guy that can break tackles, and everything, but hey, they're very reliable as catches and all that. But I think he has a more catch radius than Dalton Schultz and all that. Well, that's my video. Alright, holla for watching. Ponyola boys. Who you with? You know who I'm with? I'm with the Dallas Cowboys.